What's going on? Billy here, and I'm in my new office. So excited! I'm sitting on my new couch that I put together. Anyway, the title of the session here is how to feel better fast. And this might not be what you think. It's not about working out, and it's not about eating effectively. Those things are crucial if it comes to feeling better fast, but this is something a little bit different. So I did a survey for our clients, and I asked, which is worse, or which do you feel is worse? Your problems that we all have, or your thoughts about your problems? And I'm not going to say I was completely surprised, but I was a bit surprised that 100% of the clients who responded said that their thoughts about their problems were worse than their problems. And I voted the same, so I can totally relate to that. We're personal trainers and we help people lose fat, feel better. But it really does. The most powerful thing is what's going on between your ears and to your heart. And our thoughts are powerful. And the good news is we can develop the landscape of our mind with the thoughts that we have. While we can't always choose the thoughts that come in to our brain, we can decide what to do with them, and it's a challenge. It's hard. I struggle with this myself, and I have for a long time. I don't know what it is, but it could be an image. It could be something somebody says. It could be something that happens. Creates a thought, which is intrusive. It's not something that makes me feel good. It might make me feel anxious, nervous, fearful, any negative emotion. And I've learned a valuable skill to really help. There's a lot of things that we can do to deal with this kind of thing, but this is just one tip that has helped me. And it has to do with journaling. There's a lot of power when we start writing down what's in our head. So it's simply this. And I learned this from a world-class psychiatrist, somebody who's developed their entire life to brain science and working with people. And that is when you get that thought that creates a negative emotion, what you're going to do, or what I started doing, was write down that thought that you had. And if you're like me, your thoughts might be a little bizarre, and you might feel even a little uncomfortable writing it down. But just keep in mind that nobody is going to see it. You're just doing this for yourself. You write down the thought, and for this particular exercise, you are going to ask yourself, in writing, you're going to say, is that true? As simple as that. Is that true? And sometimes, if you're like me, it's a little bit of a gray area where it's kind of true, but maybe I'm putting a little more of a negative twist on it than I have to. So then the final question is just a 3-step thing. The thought, is it true? And then finally, do I know that to be true? Like basically, are you certain without a doubt that it is true? I mean, this works really well for anxiety or fear. Those are anxiety. I heard someone say is really just fearing something that didn't actually happen. Before it happens, it may or may not happen. Usually, it doesn't happen, but it works really well with those kinds of thoughts because I mean, I can give you any example, but let's say, I'm fearful of something happening to one of my kids. That's just an example. And I write down the thought, and then I write down, is that true, or do I know that to be true? And the answer to that is going to be no. If it's a future thing that you're worried about, it's always no, because it didn't happen yet. So give that a try. It's very basic. but it works. It's not easy because you have to be intentional. You have to be like thinking about what you're thinking about. But if you don't, our thoughts and our brain can really wreak havoc on our health, our well-being, how we feel. So I challenge you to give that a shot. I would love to hear your feedback, or maybe you have other strategies that you use. But something I learned, and I wanted to pass it along because I know it's a very common thing, and it's not just about exercising and eating right. We really have to train, so to speak, our most important organ, which is our brain. So give that a shot and let me know what you think. Thanks for checking this out. And any questions, ask, comment, share, all that good stuff. And hope you're doing well. And let me know if you need anything. I'm looking forward. I'll just do a little quick plug. We're going to be doing our grand opening holiday party here at 208 Route 109. It's going to be coming up in December, so stay tuned. I'm sorry, January. So stay tuned for the date. I would love to have you, and can't wait to connect, celebrate, and just kind of be together. Thanks so much, and God bless.